Welcome inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center for another game of Ontario Junior Lacrosse League. This time we have a huge tilt in the East Division as the Orangeville Northmen, who have already taken the floor, take on the Whitby Warriors. Some serious implications in the standings right now. The Whitby Warriors sit atop of the East with a 4-1 record. The Orangeville Northmen at 3-2. So obviously a win with the Northmen will catapult them at the top with a serious logjam of 3 teams with a 4-2 record. The Mimico Mountaineers also sitting at 4-2. And then the Beaches would be there at 3-3. The Peterborough Lakers at 0-5. Or 0-6, I should say, looking for their first victory. Tonight, in between the pipes for the Northmen, Chris Orangeville. And no surprises here for the Warriors. The man who has tended twine from start to finish and has provided us with some electric highlights with the Chrome Dome. That's Brett Dobson, the product of St. Bonaventure's University. Orangeville coming off a big victory over the Toronto Beaches. The Whitby Warriors also picking up a win over the Peterborough Lakers. 2 face-off men touch gloves there as Scott Reed and Jamie Hunt go down for the face-off. Our officials for today, as there's a possession call, Scott Reed's going to take the face-off. We'll get to the officials after this possession as Owen Boyle, the former Green Gale, starts with possession. Dyson Williams, the team's leading scorer, number 51, starts with it, as he normally does. Plays a little pass and catch with Patras. Dyson on an island here and gets stripped of the ball. And up and come are the Northmen. That's Liam McGrath with the ball, flipping that over to Dylan Watson. And here come the Northmen. Moving pick called there, so the Warriors are going to get another chance here. Adam Patras picks up that loose ball from that pass, and Josh Dowick, I should say, son of Jamie Dowick, general manager and owner of the Toronto Rock. Very familiar with this building. Sean Wesley flips it to Matt Anderson in the middle, and that one's turned aside by Orangeville. Sean Wesley, number 32 for the Warriors, coming off a big 5-point performance over the Peterborough Lakers, his former club. He was picked up by the Warriors via trade for this condensed season for the Warriors. Second possession here for the Northmen. It was a short one last time due to a possession call. This one here, not much clock left as that shot goes off the arm of Dobson, and the ball is picked up by the Warriors. High cross check there, not called though. Brett Harrison maybe got away with the one there. Orangeville regains possession. As Brady Cascanet gets it down low, skip pass, little toe drag, takes. Dobson makes the save there. Both goalies have been sharp early on, and they've needed to be. Whitby likes to play fast and furious out the back door, getting the ball up the floor to these dynamic offensive players. Brock Haley, another former Green Gale, gets it over to Anderson. And Dyson Williams with the ball, takes that shot, just feathers it low, but Orangeville makes the save. Again, the Northmen move the ball up the floor. Great pressure there by the Warriors, but being able to pick up that ball as Tanner Buck tries to feed the middle. And we're going to get a possession call there. The officials for today's game, Sean Grenier, Brent Colombe, and Kevin Weberski. Their second game here today. These refs also getting in a lot of work here with double headers, some even facing triple headers. Captain Ryan Barnable with an opportunity here, going to pick up that loose ball. He's got numbers. With it now, rolls away from pressure and smartly gets it to his offense. That's Sean Wesley with the ball. Back down low. Wesley looking for his options. He gets taken down to the turf. Loose ball still here as the Northmen scoop it up. That's Noah Longshore with it now. Longshore. As they'll get a possession going here now. Moving it around to the far side, takes that shot, and that goes off the head of Ben McDonald. Far side, fresh clock here for the Northmen. Tanner Buck with it now. Buck drives into the corner, looking for some options here, rolls away again. He's got some space. Still with it now is Buck. Far side, big pop there. Little truck stick. That shot is wide from the stick of Liam Smith. Tanner Buck has something here. Back over to Cascanet. Cascanet beats his man, but can't beat Dobson. Loose ball picked up by the Warriors. They got to get it over as Jack Doolittle gets it over to Peyton Wallace. Whitby will look to get a strong possession here, not really being able to generate anything so far, just a couple of shots there. Working it around is Whitby. That's Sean Wesley with the ball. Gets it over to the far side. Dyson Williams takes the shot. That's a heavy one, but that one goes wide, and we're gonna get it over and back. Starting it with the ball is Ty Deer. Little ball fake there as Watson has it now, finding the man off the bench. A little give and go back over to Deer. Deer takes his man wide, feeds the middle, big pop there. Too big of a pop, says the official, Sean Grenier. Possession's going to be called here due to a shot clock, but the Whitby Warriors will sit down for two. That's Adam Cromer, the big bruiser, and the Vancouver Warriors draft pick will sit for interference. So we'll see the power play for the first time out of the Orangeville Northmen. And they'll work things around. Watson up top to Buck. Buck over to Cascanet. Cascanet tries the skip pass. That's a good stick there from the defenders. Shot from the outside. Big block there by Scott Reed. Again, quick stick. Deer can't convert as the Athletic. And that is a great back check there from Deer. Outstanding hustle there from Trey Deer, the Ganawake product. Ball's working around, 13 seconds on the clock. Dylan Watson with it now, unloads, fakes this shot. Cascanet back up to Watson. Watson takes it, that one goes wide. Buck picks it up. And it's a beautiful fake and take by Tanner Buck. He gets the game's first goal, and it's a beauty. You see here, Cascanet's gonna fire it over to Watson. Watson misses the net. Buck goes, fakes, and just a beautiful shot and fake by Buck to give the Northmen a 1-0 lead. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Parker Pfeiffer picks up the loose ball, and he is swarmed by black jerseys. But Orangeville gonna go to the offensive attack once again. Loose ball on the turf. And that one's picked off, but regained by Orangeville. And great defensive play. Here come the Warriors. It's the captain on the run. Takes the shot. Barnable denied on the first one, but not denied of that loose ball. Again, swarmed by a trio of Northman jersey, but Dyson Williams is now in there. Lots of time left on the clock, and the loose ball's picked up. That's Nate Woods with the ball now, runs it into some safe territory. And Woods gets the ball off. Orangeville with possession now. Caskinet's shot goes wide, and a great hustle play by Tanner Buck to keep that from going over and back. Watson feeds Trey Deer. Deer denied by Dobson. Doolittle has to get it over. Finds Scott Reed, and he does. Dyson Williams with it now. Williams is just going to slow this ball down and get it to some safe space. Anderson over to Owen Boyle. Owen Boyle is shifty forward here. Let's see if he can create some magic here. Over to Williams. Williams, skip pass, over to Brock Haley. Brock Haley goes hard down to the turf. As Noah Longshore uses that big frame of his to knock Haley down to the turf. Liam Perro gets that over to safe space. Cam McDonald with it now, getting chased by a couple of Whitby players. Pfeiffer knocks his man to the turf, no call though. Play moves on as Elijah Edwards over to Deer. Deer toe drag, again, another move, outside shot. That goes off the pipe and out. Great chance there by Trey Deer, and he's gonna start with possession once again. Down low for Coulson. Coulson tries that skip pass and nothing happening there as a bunch of white jerseys, but Trey Deer picks up that loose ball. 15 seconds on the clock. Caskinet's gonna have it now. Watson streaking off the bench from the wrong side. That goes off a Whitby defender. Again, just throwing that, and Dobson showing how good of an athlete is, just catches that casually with his bare hand. Dowick with it now, jab step, gets it over to Wesley. Wesley doing a little window shopping, still looks for it, feeds the middle. Williams with a backhand take there, but that one's turned away by Chris Orgerly, who's been sharp here, stopping all 5 shots that he's faced so far. 1-0 the score, 6 minutes to go here in the first frame. Pat Gregoire here for JVI Sports Network. I want to thank you for tuning in for today's OJLL action all day long. Watson takes that shot from the far side, picks up his own loose ball. Flip pass there to the middle, trying to find Cam McDonald, but instead it goes to the far side. Patras picks it up, runs around the net, looking, waiting, has some space, runs into a slide. Boyle holds on to it, gets it to Dowick. Dowick back to Boyle. Boyle fake. Over to Patras. Patras looking for his options. Instead, he takes it himself and scores. It's a great decision by Patras, as Patras pots the first goal of the game for Whitby. We're tied 1-1. See Boyle there with the fake, gets it down low. And you'll see no pick coming here. Patras just fights through a couple of weak checks there. And Orgerly there, probably with the big spoon, with the Woody in hand, probably would have made that save, but instead here in the OJLL, all the goalies must use those smaller plastic sticks to help prepare these tenders for the next level in the National Lacrosse League. Parker Pfeiffer gets knocked hard down to the turf by Elijah Edwards. Peyton Wallace is going to pick this loose ball up and fire that over to Dyson Williams. Williams leaves it for Dowick. Dowick back over to Haley. Haley with it to Anderson, down low. Williams skip pass to Wesley. Wesley down low, back up top to Anderson. Anderson takes that shot and it goes wide. Orangeville just going to run that up as Cohen Jennings gets it into the offensive zone. Tanner Buck down low to his lefty counterpart Watson. Watson to Caskinet. Coulson skip pass, denied by the shoulder of Dobson. Crease to crease, there's probably no one better in the OJLL than Brett Dobson. Haley to Williams, down low to Boyle, back up to Patras, back to Boyle. Williams is going to start this thing off now. Now it's over with the righties. Haley Down low. Back with Patras. Patras takes that shot. It just misses the top corner. That's Luke Robinson. And in fact, it doesn't. As we get a reset call here. And we'll get a fresh legs out here too, as Luke Dowick's going to be an option for Williams. Williams flip past to Patras. Over to Haley. Haley with a little bit of space. Good defense here by the Northmen. Haley back to Patras. Patras takes that shot. That one whistles wide. Haley's going to pick it up. 7 seconds left. Broken play. 4 seconds. Williams over to Dowick. Dowick takes the shot and scores! In his backyard. Josh Dowick from downtown. And the Warriors take their first lead of the game, 2-1. Just a broken play here. Dyson Williams is going to pick up that loose ball. He finds Dowick. Dowick just inside that restrainer. Blast that one right through Chris Orangeville, who has been sharp so far, making 5 saves on 7 shots thus far. Face-off battle ensues between Hunt and Reed. Both these guys have been sharp. Owen Boyle picks up the loose ball. The dynamic player. That is Boyle. As mentioned before, Junior B product out of the Green Gales. Couple of them in the game here. Speaking of Junior B, West Durham Ironhead alumnus Sean Wesley with the ball. Over far side, Patras with the shot. That one just goes wide. Wesley's gonna have to take a shot here. Williams, quick stick, that one goes wide. And a great forecheck there by Robinson. The ball's down on the turf, still loose. Williams picks it up, he's gonna have a fresh clock here. Will Cardiff called for the ball, and he's gonna get that ball over to his offense now. Working his way through is Robinson over to the far side. Boyle back to Dyson Williams. Williams far side to Robinson. Little face dodge, rolls away from traffic. Tries to find the middle, he can't connect. Anderson needs something here in the corner, and he's just gonna leave it there. Smart decision instead of trying something riskier. 2 minutes to go, 2-1 the score. Whitby taking the lead late here in the first period. Great hustle there by Pfeiffer to try to get that 8-second count, but it does not happen. Orangeville with their first possession, which feels like a while. Edwards with it now, skip pass over to Trey Deer. Deer uses that big frame as his. Great defense there by Pfeiffer though. Skip pass far side. Little skip shot doing no harm there. Cam McDonald turned aside, and it's the captain Ryan Barnable now with it. He's just gonna flip that over to Wesley. Barnable's gonna stay. Barnable, normally a defender, but can play in transition. And he'll see what he has here. Dowick, the game's latest goal scorer, feeds it over to Barnable. And Barnable almost scored there. Good hustle there by Wesley to try to put some pressure there, but the athleticism of this Orangeville defense gets it up the floor with relatively ease. Skip pass over to Tanner Buck. Buck, two-man game with Watson. They are so deadly, but it's Dobson turning it aside this time. 38 seconds to go, 26 seconds here. Probably the last possession we'll see for the Warriors in this opening frame. It's Haley with the ball. 17 seconds on the clock. Boyle down low to Anderson. Anderson to Williams. Williams dodges, finds it to the far side. Haley with a skip shot. That one goes off the pipe. 16 seconds left on the clock. They'll get a fresh clock here. Dobson out of his cage. Beautiful feed over to Haley. We got a timeout actually there, so heads up play by this Warriors staff to call a timeout. 10.9 seconds to go, 2-1 the score in favor of the Whitby Warriors over the Orangeville Northmen. Pat Gregoire here for JVI Sports Network. We want to thank you for tuning in for another long day of Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action. Nothing wrong with a long day of lacrosse though, folks. We'll have a lot remaining here throughout the weekend. we still have our nightcap as well. Six Nations Arrows and the Oakville Buzz will play on this side here at 9 p.m. That will be a great game. Looking forward to that one. Lots and lots of playoff implications on the line there. Speaking of playoff implications, on the other side, got another big game as well. Brampton and St. Catharines tied 1-1 over on the red rink. Back to the floor we'll go here, though, as Barnable starts with it. Over to Williams, down low. Back up to Williams. Williams skip over to Dowick. Dowick just misses the net. And Williams unable to get a shot off there, as we'll end this first period between Whitby and Orangeville. It's a 2-1 game in favor of the Warriors. When we come back, we'll have second period action on the JVI Sports Network.
Hey guys, this is Paul Dawson from the Rochester Nighthawks.
And this is Dan Lomas of the New York Riptide. We've come together to create Back of the Bird, sports stories from the best spot they're told, the back of the plane. We're sitting down with NLLers across the league to chat about Junior A, Senior A, NLL, MLL, everything that goes along with it, on the floor, off the floor, and it's presented by Cottage Springs. So give us a listen wherever you listen to your podcast, whether it's Spotify, Apple, and I swear you'll love it.
Like and subscribe.
Peace. Swipe up.
Ride the tide with Coastline Lacrosse and their catalog of lacrosse stringing products. Tidal Mesh, new from Coastline Lacrosse, features nylon-free yarns and superior construction to provide weatherproof, durable, lightweight product that will help you elevate your game whether you're on the field or inside the barn. Tidal Mesh is consistent, responsive, and most importantly, manufactured in North America. Coastline Lacrosse is a proud sponsor of the Minneapolis Wheat Kings of the Interstate Box Lacrosse Association, and they're proud to support Ontario Junior Lacrosse League action. Visit coastlinelacrosse.com to learn more about Tidal Mesh today. Ride the tide. coastlinelacrosse.com. Today's Ontario Junior Lacrosse League broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. We hope you folks at home are hashtag milking up. The folks in Orangeville may be having some Orangeville milks, enjoying this game. Their team currently, though, trails 2-1 to the Whitby Warriors. Shots 12-10 in favor of Orangeville, though. Both goaltenders have been tremendous thus far. Speaking of tremendous, face-off battles have been great here as Hunt wins the face-off, but it goes right out to Owen Boyle, who almost runs himself into a double. Boyle back out to Dowick, the game's latest goal scorer. Over to Williams. They botched the handoff there. And Williams with an errant pass. I don't know if I've ever said that sentence before, but indeed it just happened. And it's going to be a possession call there for 8 seconds, I believe. Williams in, and oh, that shot just misses the top corner as Potras with a beautiful feed. Patras picks up that loose ball behind the cage. And another extended possession here for Whitby early on in the first period. Williams with it now. Over to Dowick. Dowick to the corner to Robinson. Back up top to Dowick. Dowick. Skip pass. Over to Patras. Patras fights through a couple of checks. 6 seconds on the clock. Tried to sneak that into Dowick. Robinson almost with the chance there. And they're looking for a reset there, and they're going to get it. Orangeville can't believe it. Quite frankly, I'm not too sure where I saw the reset either, but the play will go on. And no harm being done anyways as Orangeville picks up the ball. But they're going to need to get over in 8 seconds, and they do. Skip pass over to the far side. Buck shot goes wide and right into the stick of Cardiff. Cardiff tried to find Barnable, and he can't connect there. So it will be a possession here. Dunkerley gets it over and to safe space. Orangeville with their first true possession of offense this period. Buck beats his man. And loose ball picked up there by Carter Schott. Schott dances through a couple of defenders and gets it over to Kobe Answer. Answer to Boyle. Almost a too many men there. Whitby dodging a bit of a bullet there. Boyle, 6 seconds on the clock, takes that shot, almost squeezes through the arm of Chris Orgerly. Quickly up and over is Orangeville as they'll try to get numbers. Skip pass, skips by his man, but Trey Deer's there to pick it up. Cascanet now with it, over to his wrong side. Great defense there by Scott Reed. That pass is tipped, and a breakaway opportunity for Ben McDonald scores! The defender goal from Ben McDonald gives Whitby a 3-1 lead. Dyson Williams immediately grabs that ball, as that is the first Junior A goal for Ben McDonald, the defender. Great hustle play, makes the block, comes in all alone, gets the shot, and that one just goes off the toe and in. Pfeiffer wins the draw. He's going to get numbers off this. Decides to roll away, probably the smart move. Williams is going to start with it now. 3-1 the score. 12 minutes to go here in the second period. Skip bounce pass to Haley. Wesley with it now. Wesley back over to the left-hand side. This time it's Patras with it now. 10 seconds on the clock. Patras behind the back to Williams. Williams, 8 seconds on the clock. No look pass. Wesley with a swim and a shot. That one goes wide. Another chance there for Patras. It goes off the toe and out. And the Whitby Warriors are going to have their first power play of the game. As Cole Teeple's going to sit down for at most 2 minutes. We'll see if Whitby can capitalize here. Both goaltenders going to grab a much-deserved drink. Dobson right now sitting at 12 saves. Orgerly sitting at 11. Both goalies have been tremendous so far. Both goalies have been quite excellent throughout the entire tournament. There have been a lot of great goaltending here in the OJ over the past couple of weekends. Both these goalies near the top of those lists, I would have to think, when it comes to save percentage. Williams is going to start with it now over to Wesley. Dowick and Wesley playing a little pass and catch. Williams to Patras. Down to Anderson. Anderson back to Patras. Williams starts with it now. Skip pass down low to Dowick. Over to Williams. Williams from his wrong side. Orderly turns that one away though. Anderson. Matching feet there, but easily running it over is Liam McGrath. McGrath still with it, and he's just gonna fake the flip there. Still with it, still looking for options. Chewing up a lot of clock here. is Liam McGrath. One of the many Halifax, Nova Scotia natives that have rolled through this Northville program. This Orangeville Northmen program, sorry, I should say. Apologize to the many folks at home who are for sure enjoying this Orangeville Northmen game. Probably not enjoying the score right now as they trail by 2, but lots of game left here. 10 minutes to go. 55 seconds left in the power play. Dowick starts things off. A little BTB pass. Still with it now is Dowick. Down low to Robinson. Skip pass. Back door. Turned aside Orderly with a beautiful save. And it looks like a off-ball slash is going to be the call here as the official Wabierski has his hand up. Still, possession's going to stay here with Whitby until Orangeville grabs the ball here. 26 seconds remaining in that first penalty. As Liam Perro trots to the box for a slash. Kevin Wabierski joined alongside a couple of veteran officials today, Brett Colom and Sean Grenier. As mentioned before, 2 straight games for them over on this side. Williams going to start with this now, a 5-on-3 opportunity, but they're going to elect to go 4-on-3 as you mostly, almost all the time do in lacrosse. And for that reason there, too much time, too much space, too much skill for this Whitby Warriors offense. Patras on the back door, makes no mistake. 4-1 Warriors. We'll see here, just great passing, right? Dowick, skip, Robinson, backdoor, bang. Patras right on the doorstep. Ain't no making any mistakes there. (3-2) the score over on the other rink right now in favor of St. Catharines over Brampton, so that could be a big swing in the standings. But back down to the blue turf we go. Another power play remains, 1:36 to go. As Brock Haley is quarterbacking the top with Williams coming across, takes that shot, that goes wide. Patras can't pick up the loose ball. That's a great hustle play to box out his man. Here's Liam McGrath, who's having himself a great game. We've got some rough stuff there in the corner. As Williams was walloped. Bent over there, hopefully just for him it's a little bit of a stinger, just got the wind knocked out of him. Haley. Skip pass, Patras dances through and scores! Adam Patras having himself a game, already a hat-trick. And we're just over halfway through this game. The Warriors are rolling, 5-1 the score. See here, just an unbelievable individual effort from Patras to score his 3rd goal of the game. Coming into this game, Patras already putting up quite the solid campaign. 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points. I'll make that 6 and 6 for 12 now. Unless he has some assists, which I'll have to take a look after this Whitby possession here. Boyle takes it down low, up top. Back over for Haley. Wesley, face dodge. Feeds the middle, scores. Oh no. Denied by Orangeville. What a great save. Orangeville playing outstanding here despite the score being 5-1. 14 saves for him so far halfway through this game. Orangeville with a big possession here. Moving the ball around here is Orangeville and a moving pick. Cascanet doesn't like that call. Off the bench coming is Dowick, turned away. So Orangeville will try to quickly move this up the floor. Buck just misses the top corner there. That was destined for the back of the cage. Errant pass there gets turned aside, but Barnable picks it up. Williams off the bench, dances around, tries the twister. That one goes wide, though. Dowick can't pick up that loose ball. It'll be a 2-on-1 in the corner. He goes down to the ground. And that one was too high, but he gets bumped right in the back. That's twice now, Williams with a hard check there. I think we're going to see the original penalty up here. And no doubt, yep, that's call that a high stick or even a hold there by Williams. But here comes that extra pop right on the back. Just a little bit too much from Nate Wood, so we'll have to wait and see what the call is here on the floor from official Brett Colombe. Again, no doubt Williams' high stick there. Could have been called a hold as well. But after both those, both are just going to be a 2-minute penalty each. So 4-on-4 lacrosse here. Lots of damage can be done with both these teams. On the offensive side of the ball, Whitby with a lot of athleticism and talent. On the defensive side, speed kills, and that's certainly the case for this defensive unit of the Northmen. Wesley with it now, over to Haley. Fakes that, actually. Haley to Boyle. Boyle down low to Anderson. Anderson, skip pass across. Over to Haley, directing traffic. Wesley throws that pick. And a great stick there. And here's those numbers that I was talking about. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Fake take, pulls out, and allows the offense to get on the floor. Watson calling for the ball. He wants it. Lots of space for him. Takes that down low, dances through the defense. That one goes off the pipe. But great job by Coulson there to pick up the loose ball. Skip pass. Back over top to Buck. Buck fights through a couple of checks. Feathers it on net. And Dobson's just going to throw that over to Reed. Reed up and over to Hanser. Hanser can't hold on to that, but he picks up his loose ball. Good defense there by Dunkerley. Peyton Wallace gets off the floor, gets his offense out there. Dowick, little lob pass to Robinson. Robinson fights through a few checks. Dowick runs out of space, but Orangeville with the big stop. 37 seconds remaining in this 4-on-4 opportunity. 6:26 to go in the second period. 5-1 the score. Trey Deer with the riser of an underhand shot. That one's turned away though. Great forecheck. Once again, that's 3 or 4 times Trey Deer has been able to get the ball out of Whitby, and no trip call there. The Orangeville bench and some of the contingency in the stands here looking for one. Dobson's going to pick up that loose ball there, and Pfeiffer and Deer are going to sit off a side. And we'll get a replay here. And both of them just kind of get mixed up, and Grenier just says, take a seat. So we're going to stay 3-on-3 for 2 seconds. Then we'll bump back to some 4-on-4 lacrosse here in the OJ. We want to thank you for tuning in once again on the JVI Sports Network. Williams comes back on the floor with Liam Perro. Wesley now flip pass to Haley. That one doesn't get through. Williams hard on the ball. Ball still down on the turf. And it's now picked up by the Northmen. Off they go. 2-on-2. Smartly. Ball is taken out there. Let the offensive counterparts come out. Orangeville looking to set things up. It's Tanner Buck with it now. Reed defending a big pick there. Buck takes that shot. The bouncer goes off the chest pad and out of Dobson. Reed and Buck now start to mix things up. That ball somehow gets through, and we're gonna get a hold here on Whitby. I believe that is Patras, who's gonna head to the box there for a hold. So it's actually going to be the Orangeville Northmen now, who have an opportunity here to kind of dip into that 4-goal lead. 4-on-3, so lots of time and space for some of these deadly shooters and playmakers of the Northmen. Cascanet down low to Coulson. Coulson back up to Cascanet. Cascanet fakes to Watson. Watson back up top. Little BTB. And that shot on the backdoor step is just wide. Buck with it now. Skip again to Cascanet over top, and that's a big stop there by Barnable with the big block. That one goes wide, comes out to Cascanet though. And Dobson once again with a big save. Dobson not afraid to come out of his net, launches that one into the corner. Robinson gonna try to track that one down, but he blows a tire. And instead, it will be a possession here on the power play for the Northmen. Cascanet down low. Back up top to Cascanet. Watson and Cascanet playing some catch. Onto the crease to Edwards. Back to Watson. Watson over to Cascanet. Fakes, takes. That one actually goes off the butt end of Dobson. So we'll get a fresh 30 seconds here. Edwards thinks about taking to the rack. Instead, he tries to skip it through. Dobson with a healthy hack there. Luckily for him and the Orangeville player, no connection made. 36 seconds left. Now we're going to be 5-on-3 or 5-on-4 here. Backdoor there for Deere. Shot is blocked there by Whitby. Another huge block for the Warriors. This time it's Kobe Hanser who blocks that. Pfeiffer is going to start with it now. Trots over to the bench. 16 seconds left on the penalty kill. They're just going to try to chew up as much time as possible. 15 seconds in the shot clock. Now Orangeville decides to put on some pressure. Robinson, little stutter step shot from the outside. That one goes wide. Williams is going to pick up the loose ball, or at least try. Instead, the Orangeville Northmen decide just to allow the time to expire. Under 3 minutes to go here in the second period. Shots even 20-20, but the score 5-1 for the Warriors. Skip pass here, Coulson with it now. Looking for his options, he finds a good one. That's Watson, turned away by Dobson. Pfeiffer blows a tire, but he's able to get back up and fights through a couple of checks. Ben McDonnell fires over to the far side. It's Dowick. Down low to Haley. Haley to Williams. Williams back over to Haley. Haley, 8 seconds on the clock. Needs something here. Takes the shot. And Orangeville makes the stop. Running it up hard up the floor is Nate Woods. Nate Woods able to get it over to some safe space here, and Orangeville's going to have an offensive possession. Under a minute to go in this second period. Watson runs into a double, gets it over to Tanner Buck, but Buck is turned aside. Barnable, the captain, picks up the loose ball, just trots over half. Getting some pressure though, over to Cardiff to alleviate some of that pressure. Wesley down low. Finds Pfeiffer, who's going to take a shift here on offense. Look to crash and bang and free up some space for this offense. Wesley runs into the corner, flip pass to Patras. Patras can't hold on to the ball though. Great defensive play by Orangeville, and again another clock kill here by the Northmen. Hunt's going to trot this over half, and he does. Little pressure gets through it. Dunkerley over to Buck. Buck down low to Deere. Deere coming hard over the top to Coulson. Coulson skip pass to the middle. That one's broken up, and Doolittle's got to take it and get it over half. Doolittle does get it over half, but he needs to find an offensive player to get this ball. 46 seconds to go in the second, 17 seconds on the shot clock. 5-1 the score. Outside shot from Dowick. We'll see if we get a timeout here from the Northmen, and they don't. Loose ball down on the turf. Orangeville, no problem getting it up the floor, though. 30 seconds to go, 20 in the shot clock. Buck takes it out. Deer with it now. He's got some space, takes the shot. Smothered up by Dobson, and no goal call there as he lands in the crease. You can reach into the crease. You can't make contact with the goaltender, though. Barnable getting it down low. Over to Williams. 10 seconds on the clock. They got to get something going here. Williams up top. Little swim. Fakes. Looking for that twister. Nothing doing of it. 3 seconds. Skip pass. That one doesn't get through. And we are going to end this period 5-1. The Whitby Warriors lead the Orangeville Northmen. When we come back, we'll have third period action on the JVI Sports Network. You're not going to want to miss.
Calendar. Saturday, December the 4th will be a historic night, Rock City. Wednesday at 10 a.m., tickets go on sale for the Rock home opener against the Albany Firewolves at Hamilton's First Ontario Centre on Saturday, December the 4th. The return of the Toronto Rock is near, and the time to lock in your seats to the home opener is just days away. Visit Ticketmaster.ca or TorontoRock.com to purchase. It's the home opener, the Firewolves and the Rock. Saturday, December the 4th at First Ontario Centre in Hamilton. Get your tickets Wednesday. Your seat in Rock City awaits.
Today's Ontario Junior Lacrosse League's broadcasts are brought to you by the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Hashtag Milk Up. We hope you are all enjoying today's OJLL contest between the Whitby Warriors and the Orangeville Northmen. The Warriors hold a 5-1 lead heading into this final frame of regulation. I want to say thank you to everyone watching in Whitby, in Orangeville, or anywhere you're watching today's OJLL action on the JVI Sports Network. Pat Gregoire with the call for today. I want to give a special shout out to those in Orangeville enjoying an Orangeville milk. Little skip pass goes over the head of Liam Smith, but no turnover there as they gain possession. Troy Deere having himself a solid game. Gets it over to Buck, 10 seconds left on the clock. Somehow that one goes through. as Liam Smith gets the shot off, but it can't beat Dobson. 23 saves for the St. Bonaventure Bonnie in between the pipes. One of the best overall young goalies in the game, whether it be field or box. The guy is elite. Williams with it now on his far side, 7 seconds left on the clock. Boyle with it now, little fake. That one goes off the arm. Boyle tries to pick up his own rebound, he can't, but he's gonna fight for this loose ball. And a slash there on Boyle, a little bit careless on the forecheck on Noah Longshore. So the extra attacker on the floor here for Orangeville. See if they can start gnawing into this 5-1 lead. Watson, skip pass far side. Coulson can't hold on to it. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Deer from far range. Pfeiffer picks up the loose ball, so we will have the penalty blown down. Owen Boyle gonna sit down 2 for slash. The Northmen gonna go here to a man advantage once again. Again, we want to remind you that the fun does not stop here. Though we have one more game to go, and it's a big one. The Buzz and the Arrows, who are both battling for their playoff lives, they will face each other off here on the Blue Rink at the track at 9 p.m. We want to join myself and Matt Carrick. Will have the call for that one. The captain, once again, will have an opportunity there. Big swim, Barnable with the twister. That one goes wide, but Patras grabs the rebound and the loose ball, and he's gonna run to some safe space here with about 15 seconds left on the clock. Robinson holding on to the ball here. Robinson gets it down low, battles through a couple of checks, just throws that one casually on net. We'll see if they can, and it's a big hit there by Robinson. Dunkerley's got to get it over. He makes his pass, and just in the nick of time is Liam McGrath, who runs the ball over. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. 1 minute exactly on the penalty here to Owen Boyle. Deer running the top of the power play. Back over to Cascanet. Cascanet, a little head fake. And Doolittle jumps out onto the pass there. That shot goes wide. That's a great 30-second clock kill by this Whitby Warriors defense. Long pass over to Dowick. He's got pressure on him, and Dowick just shoves that defender off him as he casually throws that over to Haley. Parker Pfeiffer down low to Williams. Williams can't find the net though. Williams not being able to score just yet. 8 goals, 10 assists for 18 points coming into this contest. Sitting himself in that top 10 of scoring. Today though, a relatively quiet evening for him. Just 2 assists. Watson with the outside shot, leg save though by Dobson. Gaining possession is the Northmen. Cascanet jump shot from the outside. Dobson makes the stop, and a high stick call coming here. And a crowd gathers, but nothing being done of it. Cascanet having a word with Brett Colombe. Brett Colombe and Brady Cascanet still speaking. Brody Cascanet's gonna trot off to the bench as it's gonna be Trey Deer who got the penalty, but Cascanet, obviously one of the veterans on this team, having a word with veteran official Brett Colombe. Sean Wesley gonna start with the ball up at the top. Patras and Williams, your lefties, with Haley and Dowick as the righties. Wesley skip pass from the far side. Wesley takes that shot. It is blocked there by Dunkerley. 10 seconds on the clock. Wesley gets it over to Williams. Williams fakes, and that one goes off the stick of Orangeville. Williams couldn't believe it. How about 4 or 5 dangles there. And the hidden ball trick works as Dowick and Wesley had Orangeville fooled. It looked like about half the guys on the floor. We'll get a great look here. Wesley sells it perfectly. As you can see, a couple of defenders there screaming, saying that Wesley had the ball, but not enough, including Orangeville, the goaltender, the most important one, not realizing. What a wild play from Dowick and Wesley. Reed faces off, loses the draw, but the possession battle ensues, and Reed picks this loose ball up, almost actually. Instead, it's Elijah Edwards who comes up with the ball. William Cardiff cheats a little bit there, tried to get that loose ball. Instead, it's going to be a fast break the other way. Doolittle with some great defense. He's having himself a great evening for the Warriors. Peyton Wallace loses his stick, and that leads to a goal. As Wallace, not sure if he lost it or dropped his stick, but it allowed Orangeville to capitalize here. We'll see. Great defense by Doodle, but an unbelievable flip. And it just gets tied up in his stick, and just a lack of communication here. And Dobson's gonna want that back. He looks down at his stick as it turned when that shot went off his stick. Pfeiffer with the face-off win, wins it to himself. But Pfeiffer gets taken down to the turf as 3-4 black jerseys surround him. Cardiff and we'll have to wait and see. I was just going to say it was William Cardiff and Cole Teeple who were exchanging some healthy whacks. But Noah Longshore is going to be the one sitting down here for at most 2 minutes, unless this Warriors offense can pot their 7th goal here today. Williams, down low to Patras, to Haley, Dowick, to Wesley, skip feed to the middle. Patras looking for goal number 4. He's gonna have to wait a little bit longer as that ball is up and over. And the ball is down now on the turf. And that goes right into the pocket of Sean Wesley. Wesley just gonna slow things down. Wait to see what he has here. Still with the ball is Wesley, the St. Bonaventure University product. Teammates down in NCAA Division I with the goaltender Dobson. Haley with the outside shot. That one stings the pipe. Heavy shot from Haley. Speaking of NCAA, Haley down at St. Leo's, a perennial Division II powerhouse. Williams back over to Haley, to Dowick. Dowick skip pass over to Haley. Haley down low. Patras fights through a couple of checks. Williams can't hold on to that ball. And other way comes Colm Barnett. Barnett fights through a couple of checks, but Haley gets the ball loose. Barnett cannot hold on to it. So 35 seconds here for Whitby to get something going. Dowick clamps down onto the ball, kicks it to himself. Wesley picks it up, rolls that over to Patras. Another hidden ball trick. This time you knew Orangeville wasn't going to fall for it. Williams takes the shot. That one doesn't get through. They need a shot though. Dowick takes the shot. Orangeville makes the save, but he had no idea where the ball was. Luckily, his defenders did. Got to get it over, and they do. The 8 seconds does not expire as Tanner Buck's going to start this offensive shift with Watson and Buck. And here comes the extra attacker, the goaltender out of his cage. 8 seconds to go. Tanner Buck already takes off to let his goalie come out on the floor. Loose ball on the turf. Another 30-second clock kill for this Whitby defense. Doolittle. And we're going to get another delayed penalty here as Whitby will have the extra attacker out for themselves for this delayed penalty. Williams, little passing catch with Boyle. Boyle over to Haley, back up top to Patras. Patras, Haley outside shot. That one's blocked. Somehow still squeaks out to Haley though. Patras to Boyle and gobbled up is Orangeville grabbing the rebound there. On the other side of the floor, 5-4 the score for the St. Catharines Athletics over the Brampton Excelsiors. As mentioned, lots and lots and lots of playoff implications in both these games, really. Whitby, if they can hold on to this 5-goal lead, they'll improve to 4-1. Sorry, that will be 5-1. And will sit alone by themselves atop of the East, looking really good to secure themselves a spot in that semifinals next weekend. Orangeville, if they do lose today, still not down and out. They still have a chance. Wesley to Dowick, over to Williams, Patras, Anderson, skip over to Wesley. Wesley, Dowick throws that little seam. Skip bouncer there from Williams. Wesley boxes his man out, and Williams picks up the loose ball. Williams slowing things down, calling out a play. We'll see what happens here. Williams back up top in his quarterback position. Patras and Dowick as the shooters. Williams to Dowick. Dowick behind the back to Wesley. Wesley skip pass over to Anderson. Anderson with a couple of fakes and scores. Matt Anderson with a huge goal for Whitby to extend this lead to 7-2. Great ball movement here. Williams fakes the behind the back. Dowick gives the behind the back. Wesley skip over to Anderson. Anderson there. Couple of fakes. Bam. In the back of the net. Wesley now with a goal and an assist as it stands. Anderson getting his first goal of today. Williams picking up 4 assists so far. Josh Dowick, though, also leading the way with a goal and 4 assists for 4 points. Whitby gains possession off the face-off. Dowick gets it over to the far side to Patras. Patras fighting through a couple of checks with the rollback feed to Boyle. Boyle gets checked up there, and it's a big slide there, but somehow the ball gets through. Taking the shot there is Haley and turned aside. And it's going to be a loose ball push there on Orangeville. I am not sure how that pass got through after that big hit by Owen Boyle. Another hidden ball trick doesn't work this time as Williams fires it over to Brock Haley. Haley with it, fights through a couple of checks. Backdoor feed! And denied by the glove of Orangeville as that one keeps Williams from finding a goal, and it's a big hit there by the captain, Barnable. Barnable with the feed, tries to find Williams. Williams can't hold on to that. He had to be aware of the crease there. Williams with a big bump there on the back of Liam McGrath. McGrath and Williams have been tied up quite a bit. Watson over to Buck, back over to Watson. Skip pass there. Coulson from the outside. That goes just wide. Tanner Buck will have a chance though. He goes down low with Doolittle. Beats his man but can't find that feed to connect. Shot just goes high and wide. Another 30-second clock kill from this Warriors defense. Parker Pfeiffer picks it up. It's a lot of P's. Pfeiffer over to Sean Wesley. Anderson with a chance there, gets popped on the back, no call. Play will move on. Loose ball battle ensues, ball on the turf. Dowd falls to the turf. Pfeiffer has to fight through a couple of checks here. He's all over, surrounded by some black jerseys here. Possession gonna go the other way. Called by veteran official Sean Grenier. So it's gonna be Orangeville now who has an opportunity. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 7-2 the score. Down, but certainly not out. Troy Deere down low to Watson. Watson, skip pass. Outside shot, ton of space, and that's blocked. And he's down. Peyton Wallace. The officials allow the play to continue. And that is a dangerous play indeed. Scott Reed, one of those heart and soul guys with a courageous play here, as we'll see the block. And he just jumps out, and that could have been really bad. Hopefully that didn't hit him in the back of the neck. He jumped out and blocked that. It looks like he's holding the back of his head right in the neck area. Hopefully for him, it's just a stinger. That could have been a very dangerous play. We'll see it one more time here. Shot goes in. Courageous indeed, but dangerous, dangerous. You never want to see a player go down like that, especially a heart and soul, gritty player like Scott Reed. 3 minutes to go, 7-2 the score. With the Warriors on top with that 7 spot. Watson dances around the crease. Runs into the goaltender. And Brett Colombe actually going to give Dylan Watson here, I think, a goaltender interference call. So a dynamic offensive player is going to sit down for at most 2 minutes here for the Northmen as this hill continues to get larger and larger for Orangeville. Williams. Anderson. Back to Williams. Williams behind the back to Patras. Back up to Williams. Williams takes the shot. That goes over the shoulder or off the shoulder. Williams picks up his own rebound, takes the shot. And again, Orangeville putting together a tremendous display here. Williams finishes his check there. And Williams and Liam and Peyton Wallace jumps in there. You know he's going to stand up for the leading goal scorer there, Dyson Williams. And now we have a couple of scraps going. It's Carter Shaw and Trey Deere. As these two square up, Deere and Shot. And these are exchanging goals. Rights back and forth. And the jersey's over. Shot's head, but Shot scores the takedown. A spirited bout between the two. As Deere leaking a little bit of air coming off the floor. Carter Shot must have landed a couple of shots there. We'll see here, Williams just finishes his hit. And you can hear Weberski letting him know, that's enough, fellas, and both of them were chirping. And that's when Liam McGrath jumped Williams, grabbed his cage, tried to fight him. And immediately Peyton Peyton Wallace, I should say, jumped in to the defense of Williams. But it actually wasn't even Wallace who was the one who ended up scrapping, as Schott and Deere end up having a spirited bout, exchanging blows. Trey Deere having himself a great game, although that will be his night. Mentioning Deere coming over from Ganawake, proving that he's willing to stand up for his new teammates here in Orangeville. Just to give you all a score update, 6-4, the final score on the other pad, as the St. Catharines Athletics down the Brampton Excelsior, so chaos ensues in the standings once again. These officials try to figure things out here. So Brampton's going to drop to 4-2. And St. Catharines is going to improve to 4-2. Officials here today trying to figure out what exactly is going to be handed out here. 7-2 the score. Whitby leads Orangeville with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Again, we would like to remind you, once this game's done, probably have about 40 odd minutes, let's say maybe half an hour at most, so don't go too far away from that couch. Maybe grab a glass of milk. Get a Snuggie, get all cuddled into the couch, because we're going to have a great game between the Six Nations Arrows and the Oakville Buzz. Myself and Matt Carrick will be on the call for that one, as Oakville looks to improve to 4-2 after a little bit of a slow start to their week. With a win, they'll go to 4-2, as Six Nations will look to go to 3-2-2-1. So it looks like Orangeville is going to start with possession here. The two combatants head off the floor. So they're going to be gone here. 5 minutes for fighting, so their evening is done, as there's 2 minutes left, but Whitby does get the extra. So it's 4-on-3. Shot taken, and once again, Dobson, who has been brilliant this entire shortened season. That ball squeaks through to Robinson. Robinson, can he score on the broken play? No! Orderly with a big stop there. A lot of talk of how good Dobson's been with his 28 saves here. Well, Orderly has been just as sharp, but down the other way. Barnable goes to pick up that loose ball. He doesn't. Instead, it'll be the Northmen with it now. 4-on-3 power play. Buck, shot from the outside. That goes off the pipe. And all the way out, so it's going to stay with the Northmen. Buck, a Georgia Swarm draft pick, so he'll head to camp this fall. A minute 10 to go. Orangeville with the man advantage. Buck with it now. Skip pass to the crease. Cascanet, his shot's turned away. Dobson all out of his crease. Catches a lucky bounce there as that one goes wide. Over to Buck. Buck takes the shot. Dobson stands tall in his crease. Dobson out of his net now, looking for that outlet pass. Dobson all the way down the floor to Boyle. Boyle will use his speed, get down low. Behind the back chance goes just wide. and Orangeville will pick it up. 33 seconds to go. Whitby can now all but smell that 5-1 record to sit atop all alone of that East Division. Orangeville looking around. Coulson with it now. Fakes. Over to Watson. Watson skip pass down low. Buck with a couple of fakes. That one goes wide. 4 seconds left on the clock. Penalty expires. Werberski says possession going to stay with Whitby, and time expires as the Whitby Warriors hang on for a 7-2 victory over the Orangeville Northmen. Whitby moving to an impressive 5-1 record to sit atop of the East. And the Orangeville Northmen drop to 3-3, down, but certainly not out are the Northmen. It will be a big day for them. And a lot of things will have to happen for them to get back into things. But on the other side, the Warriors sitting pretty here at the track. For everyone here at JVI Sports Network, we want to thank you for tuning in. I'm Pat Gregoire. Stay tuned. In about 45 minutes, we'll have the buzz and the arrows on JVI Sports Network.